Hi everyone and welcome to the show Trending Live with Richa Mehta, Season 2. This is host and director of the show, Richa Mehta. True leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. Well, season 2 is all about making you meet such superpowers, the business tycoons. This show is going live on 5 different platforms from Facebook and YouTube, including page, profiles, and YouTube channel. I would like to start by thanking the Powered by Partner, Ramratan Group, which is one of India's leading real estate group, in association with Khwahish by Tamanna, an exclusive collection of chicken curry dresses for modern women, Ritik Kashyap Films, a platform for filming the creative, and Sham Creations, a creative agency by Sham. I would like to now introduce the guest of the show. He was born in the family of general physicians. The path ahead of young Sandeep was defined. Yet, life played its role, and about 2 decades later, he is qualified doctor, holds the vital chair of Chief Executive Officer at Aditya Birla Insurance Brokers Limited. He has a total work experience of almost 20 years in the insurance industry and also involved in the charitable community initiatives through an NGO and a renowned rural territory care hospital. Please welcome one of the most dynamic, hardworking, and a spiritual personality, Dr. Sandeep Dadia.
Hi.
Hi, Sandeep. How
Hi,
are
Richa.
you?
Thanks for the nice introduction. Good, fine. Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So this is a very quickie show. I mean, it's generally has 3 rounds, and in the end, we will be taking
Okay.
questions. Okay, okay. So I'll
All right.
first your life journey. So first round is a rapid fire round. We'll ask you questions about your life, about your career. Yeah. So can we start with the first round?
Okay. Up to you. Yes, absolutely.
All right. Okay. So from a doctor to CEO of Aditya Birla Insurance Brokers Limited, tell us about your journey.
So, I was born in the family of doctors, and my obvious dream was becoming a doctor because my vision was pretty limited that time. So, I became a doctor, practiced for nearly 10 plus years. I started my clinic, then a couple of more clinics, started my own small lab, a small dental clinic. But after that, I realized that I'm not getting that thrill of growing faster than the market. So that's where I ventured into a company called as TTK, where I joined a TPA business. And from TPA, I co-founded a company with the NM Group, the NM Insurance Broker, and we did the first M&A in broking industry space in 2011, where Aditya Birla bought over this company of NM Insurance Broking, and I became the CEO of this company. So that's been the journey. Of course, leaving medicine, there was no major reason for me to leave because I was pretty happy there. Patients were very happy with me. But the thrill of scaling the business much higher, and I personally did not like the business model of a doctor in India because there was no fee which was a success fee. If you save a life, you don't get anything more. I mean, it's
True.
just a standard fee. So that's where I thought there has to be a success based approach.
Wow.
So
Commendable.
that has been the journey. Yeah.
So
So from 2011, I am part of Aditya Birla Group, and now, yes, it's been now almost 9 years in the
wow.
same group.
Wow. So please tell us about some hurdles which you faced during this journey.
From medical to here.
Yeah.
So initially, if you see, I mean, being a doctor, I was well respected in the patient's community and otherwise also in the doctor's fraternity. But coming to the corporate world, many of the people did question that what is a doctor going to add a value in the corporate world? So, I kind of thought that I don't think I was getting that warm welcome in a particular industry where I was not part of that domain experts.
True,
So of
true.
course I upped the scale. I have the scale to grow to the size. I grew the first company, grew the couple of other companies besides this, and that's why I gained the scale. The hurdle was mainly because the people thought that a doctor cannot. But then finally, I realized one of my friend made me realize that I'm an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur as a quality, I actually found that I have that quality in when my friend talked to me. So that's where the scale came up, and of course now, right from creating a company to creating multiple systems, processes, it's a regulated entity. So several things and build up several softwares beyond just making a company. So that's created a beautiful company which we are there today.
Wow.
So hurdles
If
have not been very many so far, and whatever the small hurdles we have been always we've crossed those hurdles and we've grown stronger after each and every hurdle. So that's
that's
been
just
the journey. Not any major hurdle.
Yeah. So that's a true spirit of entrepreneur. That if you have the zeal, you can turn things around.
Yeah, absolutely, and I get turned on by the challenges. So if there are no challenges, it's like have you seen the ECG machine? And I'll give a doctor's example, quoting a corporate from a corporate world. So ECG machine, when there is a ups and downs, the life is there. If it is flat, there is no life. So the flat curve of the flatness of a life, I don't like it. I need those challenges. So that gives me
So
the adrenaline gush.
without challenges, you cannot survive also because if you have a flat screen, I
Yeah.
mean, you cannot grow. There will be hurdles, there will be ups and downs. What a true example, actually.
So yeah, absolutely. And I'll always thought, you must find yourself in a challenging zone, and come out of your comfort zone in the challenging zone, and that's where the inner potential comes out. But of course, where I have seen most of the people go wrong in understanding that they find comfort in the challenge zone. They try to find a comfort in the challenge zone. That is not possible. In challenging zone, there is always going to be small discomfort. But if you create if you create your own space, if you're able to overcome that discomfort, I think the success is waiting for you.
Wow. We also know that you have recently launched in a book, A Soul Tie. Please tell us something about that.
Yeah. Sorta is actually my journey with my Gurudev Shri Rakesh Bhai Javeri. So, what I've learned from him, in fact, he's the one who made me realize my true north, my true inner potential. And initially, of course, from the different part, I was a typical South Mumbai spoiled brat. So, the kind of lifestyle I was living was very different than what now the spiritual lifestyle I'm living. So when my entire journey with him, I wanted to write. A person who was purely an atheist, or
Hmm.
who was hardly believing in God and spirituality, how the U-turn has taken place, and what are those logical sequence of events which has happened in my life. That has changed my thought process completely. So that's the reason. I wanted this journey to be understood by several other people, who are the readers of this book, and for them to understand that what it means to be spiritual. It's not about feeling sad. It's about finding the real way to remain happy, and happiness is permanent with permanence. So I mean, it's a very different maturity of mind. And in our corporate world, we talk of IQ, we talk
Yeah.
of EQ, that is the emotional quotient or the intelligent quotient. But I have come out with an additional concept that people should also have an SQ, that is a spiritual quotient. So, every success of every person, if they have the right SQ, it's going to be a catalytical approach for a person to grow.
Wow. For all the
So, this book
entrepreneurs,
all talks about the entire journey. Sorry,
so I'm just
sorry, I
telling,
missed you. I could hear that.
I'm saying that all the viewers listening, I mean, Dr. Sandeep has rightly said, SQ, spiritual question is very important.
Spiritual quotient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse the spiritual quotient. So I think it's a must in life. And it also talks about in today's time what all has happened in my life from the spiritual standpoint. And, with that, how the life has treated me, or, how I have perceived life as. So a complete 180-degree change in my thought process. So it's all about that, and it's all about the mental maturity.
Okay. Wow.
So, when you asked about that hurdle kind of situation, so how I have been able to overcome those hurdles, and when I learned from my Guruji that, hurdles are going to be part of life, but how one deals with that hurdle is going to be an art of life. So that's something one must understand.
Totally. Totally. So you have been in
Yeah.
insurance company from, I mean, industry from last 2 decades. How would you describe the
Yes.
industry as shaped from over the years?
No, it has definitely shaped up far better than what it used to be. The overall penetration, overall density of insurance penetration has increased. The number of products have increased. The industry has become very, very client focused. So initially, customer in insurance industry was called as Kast Karke Mar. But now that definition has changed. Insurance companies have become very people centric. They become customer centric. There is a tremendous use of technology which has taken place. All the newest of the technologies are being used by the industry. So there has been a reach, there has been a spread, there has been an overall increase in length and breadth across all the companies. So Indian companies have now started going outside India. So these are few of the things which have happened, and now a lot of customers you see who are buying insurance. Of course, the true meaning of broking has not yet been understood in the market, and people will soon realize how broking forms the most important role. And because people have only thought about an real estate broking or stock broking, which is completely different than an insurance broking. So in insurance broking, the journey of the relationship between the customer and the broker starts when the transaction ends, which means when a person has bought an insurance policy, that's where the function of a broker starts. Unlike any other broking, where the journey ends when the transaction is over. So there is a lot of things, and there are a lot of servicing issues. We add a lot of consulting values to the client's portfolio. Of course, we are not into much of retail. We only do commercial lines and for corporates. But that's where it has added a lot of value.
Okay. What does success means to you?
I have defined success in multiple definitions. So if you had asked me 15 years back, what does success mean to me? I would have answered name, fame, and money. If you ask me now, what does success means to me? Of course, that continues. The name, fame, and money I do like. Of course, I don't think I've met anybody who can say that I don't like money. So I've not reached that spiritual height of detachment. But I can definitely say money, fame, but at the same time, or, you know, before that, whoever is working with me, my partners, my colleagues, and what I mean by colleagues is people working with me, my employees, but I don't use the word employee, they are all my colleagues. For the sake of understanding, I'm using the word employees. So my colleagues, my partners, my vendors, has everybody grown with me? If everybody has grown with me, that is what I call it as success. So, it's not just my own, because I will not be happy if I only grow and others don't. That success is of no meaning to me. So when it's a growth for all, happiness to all is my real success.
Yes. So true. I mean, to grow, you cannot grow alone. You एक और एक 11 होता है जो बहुत टाइम से, I mean, the saying, and it's so true for youngsters like us also who have just started their career by running a company and being called as an entrepreneur.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And one must, any newcomer coming, one must lend that help, because, who knows, someone has the potential to become a Dhirubhai Ambani also. Why
Yeah,
not give him that chance to be there?
true, true. So what's your take on innovation and intelligence? I mean, what do you think Aditya Birla Group transformation take has itself in it?
No, I think the strongest philosophy of Aditya Birla Group is its values. So values are most dear to all the leaders. It is the leaders who create that value. And I think Mr. Birla also emphasizes a lot on the values. So we do not compromise on any values, come what may happen. That is the first and foremost. Innovation is part of our value system. Besides the honesty and the soft skills and the emotional aspect of commitment, honesty, seamlessness, and all, innovation forms a very important component of our values. And my personal definition, this is my definition, not the group's. My personal definition of innovation is I will always understand what the client wants, build a tech platform, digitize it, bring those additional tools of analytics and hyper personalization. And once you've given that shape, the world calls it innovation. And I would also call that as innovation. So take an example of something like an Uber. I mean, 5-10 years back, people used to go down and call for those black and yellow taxis in Mumbai. And now you just have to click on the button on the phone and the taxi is at your doorstep. What they've done is they've only found out what a customer wants and built a platform around it. It becomes convenience and the world calls it innovation. We've done similar things in Aditya Insurance Brokers. So we are, in fact, I would not be surprised if somebody calls us a fintech or an insurtech company. The number of systems we have made, the number of digitized processes, the automation, the use of the best tools, and that's actually given us the number two or three position in the market. So innovation
Yeah,
means a lot. Intelligence,
art-
of course, and as I said, sorry,
I've been reading all the articles about it,
yeah.
and what
So
so encouraging for entrepreneurs, startups, and people who are willing to shift. I mean, being an entrepreneur from where they used to work and now being running their own companies. It's so much which we are getting insights from you.
no, thank you. And I'll tell you about the intelligence. So, a couple of intelligence which one must keep it in mind. Of course, one is the logical intellect, which everybody has. And without that intellect, you can't do well in the commercial space. But as I said, there is an emotional intellect also people should concentrate and they must have. If you are not emotionally intelligent, I don't think you are able. The interpersonal behavior and the interpersonal skills goes for a toss. So the emotional intellect is also equally important. And the third, as I mentioned, it's the spiritual intellect. So many of the people have completely misunderstood this, and it doesn't mean that somebody has to go to the temple every day and sit there for 10 hours. No, that's not what I mean. How good you are to the people, how good people perceive you, and have you been able to take the right decision with the values put into it. So that is where the three kinds of intellect are extremely important for people, and I believe all the three intellects should be there in every person, or else I don't think they'll be able to grow further in life.
So
And
true,
what I
Dr.
mean by growth is not only the monetary growth.
Yeah.
I'm not meaning the monetary growth. I'm talking the overall growth. You know, a person becomes richer. Does it mean that he becomes happier? I don't think so. I want to be rich and happy both.
Yeah.
So that's the
And taking
thing.
example further, using the intelligence which you're talking about, Ram Ratan Group has already taken step in that. And before we start with the second round, I would like our viewers to see the small commercial of 20 seconds which Ram Ratan Group has brought us by, and it's about the farmhouses which they have built in Delhi NCR and outskirts. Welcome back. So we are in conversation with the CEO, Dr. Sandeep Dadia. So Dr. Sandeep, I have another very interesting question. I was going through the articles about super rich, the secret language of super rich. For us, complication means ups and downs in a stock market. But I've heard super rich have very weird kind of things. Like I was just reading that some of them has a watch. Like I have an iWatch, but it shows us the time. It shows the steps which I have taken. But I have heard that the super rich have in a watch they have multiple dials, and it's so complicated that you don't know whether it's telling you the time or actually telling you about how much money you have made. So I would like to know from you that what is the most complicated thing you have.
First of all, I would like to classify myself as not a super rich person. So I'm not in that category. So whether I'll be able to answer your question to that limit, I don't know. But having said that, I don't think there are any complexities in life. If you don't know something, something, you'll find it complicated. So a thing which is complicated today will become very easy for me in the next 5 days. So I don't think there is anything like complication in my life. Initially, whatever the complexities are, you try and understand the problem, you try and understand the complexity, understand the solution, how you can solve that complexity. So what is the complexity today? After 5 days, you actually have a solution that becomes simplistic solution for you. So it is purely momentary in life, I personally feel. Second thing, I in fact have always gained from every difficulty I have faced in my life. So every difficulty gives you a chance to perform better and find a solution which is sharper than what it used to be. I'll give you the perfect storm in our life is the COVID situation. All of us. This interview is taking virtually. Otherwise, had not been COVID, we would have been sitting in a room.
True.
But you found an opportunity that we found something that can be now done on virtual room. How do you find an opportunity from a perfect storm? So the solution from a perfect problem will be the best solution available. And if you're able to crack that code, believe me, you'll be the most successful person after this COVID situation. So one must find a reason to succeed even from a complexity. So always take complexity as a challenge. There is nothing like complexity.
Very well answered. Now we move on to the round two, which is little interesting one. This or that. That's how this round is being called. I'll give you two options, and you need to choose one of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Risk taker or risk averse?
Risk taker.
Risk taker. Hard worker or smart worker?
Smart worker.
I guess so. Travel in the past and change one of your decision, or travel in the future to know what's coming next?
Travel in future.
Adventurous or laid back?
Adventurous.
Yeah. I already, so when my team was writing down these questions, knowing you and little bit which I talked to you, I knew that you were gonna answer all this. I mean, so glad. So
No,
now,
my life journey talks about that. If you realize that from a medical practice to a TPA to an insurance, I've taken the biggest gambles of my life.
so now we
So
go.
that proves that
Last round of this show. That's a real life with the inspirational. So there are a few questions, few viewers which have been watching our shows, and we have jotted on just 3 questions from them. These are the real life questions, real life issues which they are. So the first one, I always plan my entire year of business and track 10 new things which I'll be doing the next year. But market is just so unpredictable. When I go out for meetings, generally people ask me, what's your 5 years plan? What you gonna do in next 5 years? What should I say when my 1 year plan fails? Am I not a good entrepreneur?
No, I don't think so. One should write off its own self by saying I'm not a good entrepreneur. So when you're making a 5 year plan, it doesn't mean you have made it from your perspective. The world does not behave as per what you want. So the 5 year plans are as per the current circumstances, and the moment the world changes, the plan has to change. So every entrepreneur has gone through multiple model shifts. They start with something and they end up with something which is quite different than what they begin with. So the plan has to change as per the world. You can't be rigid in your own plans. Give you an example. I mean, a year back, the hotel industry would have looked better. The travel industry would have looked much better. And now, what is going to be the fate of a hotel industry or travel industry? All of us can guess. So our plans cannot be. There has to be a plan A. There has to be a plan B, right? I don't believe in plan C, but there has to be a plan A or B. There can be only two plans. If you fail, then B. However, there is always a question which I pose myself. Plan A should be thought only by the leader. Plan B should be thought by the leader. Otherwise, rest of the company should be only following plan A. It is the leader's perspective when to trigger that button for plan B. If everybody works on plan B also, then plan A will never be accomplished. So the
Exactly.
top performer, the leader at the plan A for him, plan B, he has to keep it in his mind. So all those entrepreneurs, make your own plan A and B and ask your team to follow only plan A. And that's it.
Exactly.
World will change. You may have to change with the world.
Don't be disheartened. I mean, a
Never,
lot of things.
absolutely. So I think your inner self has to be so strong. And remember that the tough times don't last, but tough people do. So one bad year doesn't mean that you are bad. It's only the bad circumstance. The next year onwards, you will bounce back.
You should also write a book on motivating startups and motivating MSMEs, because you so rightly said. I mean, you have answered his question so well. I'm sure he's listening and he would be encouraged by hearing that.
Well, I'm sure I want to write a second book, but there I want to blend the principles of spirituality into a daily life. Because living with your family in the right manner is also spirituality.
Yeah.
Working in your office and keeping all the colleagues happy is also spirituality. So, in fact, I want to write something on that. Whenever I'll find time, I'm definitely going to write.
I'm gonna read that. Okay. So somebody asked, when I was into job, everybody said, why not business? Why not become your own boss? When I'm into business, any drop shoot in business, my family says, why are you always stressed? इससे अच्छा तो जॉब ही कर लेते. तो मैं क्या करूं?
Sorry, you got cut in between. I could not hear the full question.
Okay. So when I was into job, everybody
Richa, you got
said,
cut in between. I could not hear the full question.
okay. Can you hear me now? Is it audible?
Yeah, yeah.
So he asked, when I was into job, everybody said, why not business? Why not to become your own boss? When I'm into business, any drop shoot in business, my family says, why are you always stressed? इससे अच्छा तो जॉब ही कर लेते. तो मैं किसकी सुनूं?
खुद की सुनो. No, don't listen to anybody else. Listen to yourself. Where do you enjoy the most? If you enjoy the job more, go for the job. If you enjoy your own business more, go for the your own business. I have been part of both the worlds. I have done a job. I'm doing a job, and I was doing my own business. I was happy at both the places. You should be happy. Are you able to create a value for yourself? Are you able to create your own equity wherever you are working? If you have built your own brand, if you have established yourself, whether it is a job or a business doesn't make a difference.
So
So
true.
be yourself at the best, and be driven by passion. If your passion drives you towards anything, just do it. Don't bother what people say. I remember that Hindi movie's line, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना.
बिल्कुल सही बात है.
So I'm
And
not going to listen to what people say.
yeah, even
Yeah,
I
I'm not
have
going to listen to that.
EY, and I was doing good. I mean, I was doing good. I was getting promotion. I was getting rewards. But जो passion है, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. And the time I left EY, you won't believe that a week prior, I got promoted to the next level. And the next week, I mean, I resigned. And everybody said, why are you resigning? Why don't you do your job and run your company simultaneously? I said, no, I really want to do it. And it's been 2 years down the line. I have 3 companies now. I also got a Young Entrepreneur of the Year award in 2018 by the government. So passion
Oh,
and making,
congratulations. Fantastic.
yeah, so passion, having passion towards something and making sure that you're putting it across all innovating ideas and everything, because there's nothing like a line. It's always up and down, and innovation and new strategies can make you go high.
Absolutely. I'll give you the success mantra, the 5 P's of success, which is my favorite mantra, which I've learned from my Guruji. Once you have a purpose, you had a purpose. I had a purpose. Everybody who is successful in life, they have a purpose. If you have the purpose, the passion is the next step which will follow. With with passion, you always strive for perfection. And with perseverance and the patience, these 5 P's will get you success. So that is a success mantra in every person's life. You name the successful people you know of, define their life into these 5 phases: the purpose, the passion, the perfection, the patience, and the perseverance. you would see it is there in them and they would have got success.
Wow. So the last question of this round and this show before we proceed to the word of thanks. ये question तो मेरा भी है. How to become a billionaire?
Billionaire or millionaire?
कुछ भी बन जाए, बन तो जाए.
B or M?
B.
So if you
B.
want to become a millionaire from a billionaire, I'll tell you B. Huh? Otherwise, from billionaire to millionaire is very easy. Invest into aviation companies. But otherwise, have those qualities. Be a self-disciplined person. I am also trying to become a billionaire. Of course, I am far, far away, and I don't think it is. It may be possible. I am not going to lose my hope. So have a dream first and foremost. A person without a dream is like a dead body. Believe me. Those who do not have passion, those who do not have aspiration, are not fit to be in the aspirational world, and they cannot expect them to become billionaires. So one is have a dream, have the vision, have the passion and perfection to execute your own vision, right? Enter an industry which is scalable, which is large enough, have the right business model. If you do not have a right business model, you're just going to be a trading company, or the kind of money which you are aspiring, it may not be possible. Go for the high margin business, and if not high margin, a high volume business. So these are the only two ways you can actually make fast and quick money. Create a company, create a new business model. Don't create a company because you want to become an entrepreneur. You can become a billionaire by even doing a job. You need not be an entrepreneur, because if you're in the right company with the right growth path, you can get the ESOPs which you can take you towards a billionaire person, a billion rupee person, at least for sure. So many Indians, we have the example. So many US, of course, lots, many of them. So the new breed of billionaires are going to be different than what we used to have. So be a part of those breeds. Anybody 10 years back or 20 years back, the tech revolution came, the technology people became billionaires. Post that, the service industry, many other service industries became billionaires. Find out which is going to be the industry of tomorrow which will make you a billionaire. Go for that. And that's it. Don't ask me which industry, because if I'm sure a lot, but attain the top 5 position in every industry. If you attain those top 5, I think there are a full chance that you will become a billionaire.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sandeep. That was truly insightful. So here we come to the end of the show, Trending Live with Richa Mehta. Thank you everyone for watching this show. Thanks to the Powered by partner Ram Ratan Group in association with Khwahish by Tamanna, Ritik Kashyap Films and Sham Creations. So Dr. Sandeep, how was your experience on being in the show? This was something which was not business-like, but something which was on a positive front.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, in fact, while I was talking, I actually was introspecting also, and these answers all came from my heart. So, it was nice that I got to find my own self, and what I was actually thinking was in my heart, and as well as on my lip. So all three were aligned: my heart, my mind, and my lips. So I think I really enjoyed. The questions were really intriguing, and I hope it helps the viewers, because the biggest philosophy I've learned in my life at this stage, I can very well say, is a question of how you're able to learn, earn, and return. So I'm still continuing to be in all the three phases. I am learning, I am earning, I am returning back to the society, and that's going to be the dream.
It was truly inspirational, and I'm sure the viewers who are watching this show, I mean, the young entrepreneur, somebody who is willing to take up the career now, it's truly inspirational, and I'm sure everybody would be really happy and delightful to watch this show. We'll just quickly take up any two questions. So, production team, since we are running out of time, we can take any two questions. So, Shyam has mentioned how to handle negativity during the period of struggle.
So you know what, I am not a spiritual master to give you this answer, but whatever I have done in my life and whatever I have learned from my Guruji, I will just tell you. So negativity does happen in everybody's life, and there are phases when you are low. So always have an emotional support with you. So I mean, whether it is your wife, my wife is my best friend. So my biggest emotional support is my wife. So whenever I go into a negative phase, I speak to her. She definitely encourages me. I have my emotional support in my office, one or two people, where I just discuss out with them. And beyond the point, the biggest friend of yours, which everybody has, is your own self. If by now you have not known yourself, I think we all have wasted our years in this life. So know yourself, be your own best friend, and learn that how do you come out of your own negativity, because answer lies also within you. So besides the external emotional support, create an internal emotional support to take you out of that negativity. That's the best thing you can do. The easiest thing is to give up. The best thing is, and the difficult but definitely challenging and successful trait of a person or an entrepreneur, you call it as, is come out of that negative zone and become positive and spread positivity.
Very rightly answered. Okay, so Debishi is asking, hello, Dr. Sandeep. Happy to see you going live on Trending Live with Richa Mehta. I've read a lot about you. There were lots of transitions. Production team, I was not able to read the entire questions. So there was a lot of transition and phases in your life. Being spiritual was one of them. What's your take on that?
Yeah, so as I told you, I like challenges. So my life cannot be a flat ECG. So I would want to have those challenges in my life to become more and more successful. Spirituality was one more challenge I took it up, because when I thought, I saw my grandmother, I saw so many people around me. So I found there has to be something intriguing in this particular world also of spirituality. What is it that excites so many people? So some people advised me that time, spirituality is a game of an old aged person. Once you are 60, 65, that is a time for spirituality. I don't think so, because happiness is something all of us look for, right? Whether it is a kid of 5 years or a gentleman of 50 years or 70 years, all of us desire happiness. And to desire happiness, I mean, in spirituality, of course, they say you should not desire for anything, but this is a positive desire you must have, that desire to remain happy. And spirituality is, I mean, what I'm saying by spirituality, it's the maturity which you gain, which will make you happier. So that is something which all must understand. And challenge yourself every moment of your life. If you remain in your comfort zone, believe me, success is going to be taken away from you. So challenge yourself every now and then. Richa has started 3 companies. I would say aim for the fourth and the fifth one. If not the fourth and the fifth one, buy more. You are happy otherwise. Why do you want to grow? But I mean, if you see and compare your dreams 5 years back, you probably would have achieved what you wanted to in terms of that mathematical number. But why then you go for more? The needs are not so high. But then to achieve more, I mean, there is a desire for that. So achieve more, derive happiness. And second thing, whichever phase of life you are in, don't be saturated, be satisfied, and have that passion to grow further. Satisfaction with that growth hunger will give you the greatest happiness.
Wow. So inspirational. I mean, I have been hearing to you. And now, okay, this is the last question. Shagun Sethi has asked, Sandeep, Dr. Sandeep, your success mantra in whatever you do. So, one success mantra which you really follow and something which you do.
The biggest mantra is passion. So whatever I do, I only have passion. Otherwise, I will not, if I do not have passion, I will not go for it. And as I told you, the 5P formula, I mean, you all can practice that. Have the purpose. My purpose is always to become rich and famous initially and now become happy. So, with the purpose, the passion, the perfection, perseverance, and patience, success is going to be yours.
I second that totally.
It's inevitable. Success becomes inevitable.
Yeah. So I've been an entrepreneur myself, and simultaneously I've been doing modeling shoots, doing my acting assignments, taking this chat show. This is pretty new, which I have started during this Corona times, where season 1 was more towards the celebrity. Season 2 is through business tycoons and learning every day. So it's very important to be passionate about what you do, and money will come with it. I mean, what's more than that? So,
Absolutely.
So before we wrap up, any last message to the youngsters who are watching this show?
I think perfection is going to get you success. Don't be after success. Let the success follow you. So, and for the success to follow you, you have to become a perfectionist. So, anything which is less than perfection, don't accept in your life. and that's it. I think if you go towards that line, I think success is going to be completely yours. Second thing, don't get disheartened by small failures in life. They are all going to be part of life. So failures are part, but from every failure, if you have learned, I think you'll be a master one day. Third thing, I'll give you my success mantra again, networking. So, I have been meeting a lot of big people. Initially, I used to, I was not liking to deal with people who were not adding value to my life. So that intelligence or, some kind of knowledge driven. But then I thought, if they also think it that way, that if by meeting me I should be able to add value in my life, in their life, they would have never met me. So what I did was, before meeting a big person, I used to be trying to read a lot about what I'm going to talk, what he's going to talk, and then with that reading I used to have the knowledge which is, I can't say equivalent to that person, but at least matching that person's expectation. So their need and greed to meet me also increased, as well as mine. So when it became mutual, the mutual learning grew, and the intelligence grew, and that's where I actually turned failures into success.
Thank you so much for
So
encouraging.
learn, and learn. I think always remain a student in your life. Never give up.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sandeep, for joining us today and encouraging all of us. You're a true example of a leader. Thank you, everyone, for watching this show. We'll catch you again and with another leader, with another example, with another business tycoon. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Richa. Really enjoyed.
Thank you.
Bye.